Why healthy marriages need conflict, the secret most couples never learn. Imagine a world where every disagreement ended with two people understanding each other better than before. Imagine if every argument made a marriage stronger instead of weaker. Imagine if conflict became the bridge that brought two hearts closer instead of the wall that pushed them apart. Most people believe that the happiest marriages are the ones without conflict. Nothing could be further from the truth. The strongest marriages are not conflict-free, they are conflict-wise. There is an enormous difference. If you've ever been in a relationship, you already know that two people will never think exactly alike. You come from different families, different childhoods, different cultures, different personalities, different experiences, different fears, different dreams. You are two completely different human beings trying to build one life together. Conflict is not evidence that something is wrong. Conflict is evidence that two unique individuals are learning how to become one team. The real question is not whether couples will disagree. The real question is what they do after they disagree. Do they become enemies, or do they become better teammates? Today I want to challenge one of the biggest myths destroying relationships around the world. The myth that conflict means the relationship is failing. That belief has destroyed countless marriages that could have become extraordinary. Every successful company has meetings where people disagree. Scientists disagree before discovering breakthroughs. Engineers debate before building bridges. Doctors discuss difficult cases before deciding on treatment. Governments debate policies before making national decisions. Why then do we expect marriage, the most complex partnership in human life, to exist without disagreement? It makes no sense. Conflict is simply information. It tells us something needs attention. It tells us that expectations have not been communicated. It tells us that needs have not been fully understood. It tells us that one or both partners are carrying pain, fear, disappointment, or frustration. Conflict is like the warning light on your car dashboard. The light is not the problem. Ignoring it is. Many couples spend enormous energy trying to avoid difficult conversations. They avoid talking about money. They avoid discussing intimacy. They avoid parenting disagreements. They avoid family interference. They avoid unmet expectations. Months become years. Years become decades. Small frustrations become permanent resentment. Then one day people say, "We grew apart." Most of the time they did not grow apart overnight. They slowly stopped talking honestly. The tragedy is that many marriages do not end because of one major conflict. They end because of thousands of conversations that never happened. Healthy couples understand something different. They understand that every disagreement contains a lesson. Every misunderstanding hides an opportunity. Every difficult conversation is a chance to know your spouse more deeply than yesterday. Imagine two people carrying a heavy table. If one person pulls left while the other pulls right, the table shakes. Should they abandon the table? No. They stop, they communicate, they adjust. Then they continue carrying it together. Marriage works exactly the same way. Conflict is often nothing more than discovering that you are pulling in different directions. The answer is not quitting. The answer is adjusting. One of the biggest mistakes couples make is believing that they are fighting each other. In reality, healthy couples fight the problem, not each other. That changes everything. Instead of saying, "You are selfish," ask, "Why are we struggling with this issue?" Instead of saying, "You never listen," ask, "How can we improve communication?" Instead of asking, "Who is right?" ask, "What solution helps both of us?" Notice how the enemy changes. Your spouse is no longer the enemy. The problem becomes the enemy, and suddenly you become teammates again. Think about two firefighters entering a burning building. They are not fighting each other. They are working together against the fire. Marriage should work exactly like that. The problem is the fire. The husband and wife are the rescue team. Unfortunately, many couples reverse these roles. They protect the fire and attack each other. That never ends well. Let us look at a simple example. Sarah comes home exhausted from work. She finds dirty dishes in the sink. She becomes angry. She tells her husband that he never helps. The husband immediately becomes defensive. He starts listing everything he did that day. Soon they are arguing about events from 5 years ago. The dishes are forgotten. Now ask yourself, was the dishes really the problem? Probably not. Maybe Sarah felt overwhelmed. Maybe she felt unseen. Maybe she needed partnership. Maybe the husband felt unappreciated despite trying his best. Neither communicated the deeper emotion. Instead, they attacked each other's character. Conflict becomes destructive when people attack identity instead of discussing behavior. There is a huge difference between saying, "You left the dishes," and saying, "You are lazy." One addresses an action, the other attacks a person. People can change actions. People become defensive when their identity is attacked. Healthy conflict focuses on solving behaviors. Unhealthy conflict attacks character. There is another powerful principle every couple should understand. Emotion always speaks before logic. When people are hurt, their brains become focused on protection instead of understanding. That is why timing matters. Sometimes the greatest wisdom is not solving the issue immediately. Sometimes it is saying, "I love you too much to discuss this while we are both angry. Let's come back in 30 minutes. That is not avoidance. That is emotional maturity. Many couples believe winning an argument means proving they are right. But in marriage, winning an argument while damaging your spouse is actually losing. If your spouse walks away feeling humiliated, ignored, or unloved, your marriage has lost regardless of who made the stronger argument. Marriage is not a courtroom. It is a partnership. No trophies are awarded for proving your spouse wrong. The greatest victory is preserving love while solving problems. That requires humility. Humility allows someone to say, "I may not have intended to hurt you, but I understand that I did." Notice that this statement does not require admitting intentions that were never there. It simply acknowledges another person's experience. Feeling understood is one of the deepest human needs. Sometimes people do not need immediate solutions. They need to know their pain matters. Listening is one of the greatest gifts you can give your spouse. Listening does not mean waiting for your turn to speak. It means becoming genuinely curious. Ask questions. Seek understanding. Resist the temptation to prepare your defense while your spouse is talking. Curiosity builds connection. Assumptions destroy it. Healthy marriages also understand repair. Every relationship experiences moments where words come out wrong. Someone raises their voice. Someone interrupts. Someone misunderstands. The question is not whether mistakes happen. The question is how quickly couples repair them. A simple apology can stop days of unnecessary pain. A warm touch, a smile, a sincere, "I understand," a willingness to restart the conversation. These small repairs often determine whether relationships thrive. Think of a road developing a small crack. Repair it early, and it lasts decades. Ignore it, and eventually the entire road collapses. Relationships follow the same principle. Conflict also reveals areas where people still need personal growth. Sometimes your spouse is not creating your insecurity, they are exposing it. Sometimes conflict uncovers fears that existed long before the marriage. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of abandonment, fear of not being enough. These wounds deserve compassion rather than criticism. Great marriages are built by people willing to keep growing. Another mistake couples make is expecting perfect agreement. Agreement is not the goal. Unity is. You can disagree on methods while remaining united in purpose. Parents often disagree on discipline. Couples disagree on spending priorities. Families disagree on holiday traditions. These differences are normal. The important question remains, how do we move forward together? The word "together" changes everything. The healthiest couples frequently ask themselves one powerful question: what is best for us? Not what is best for me. Not what is best for you. What is best for us? That one question transforms selfishness into partnership. Respect also plays an enormous role. Disrespect poisons every conversation. Sarcasm, name-calling, mockery, contempt, eye-rolling, public embarrassment. These behaviors slowly erode trust. Respect says, "Even when we disagree, I will protect your dignity." That is love in action. Children raised in homes where respectful conflict is modeled learn valuable life skills. They discover that disagreement does not equal hatred. They learn communication, compromise, patience, empathy, problem solving. These children often become better friends, better leaders, and healthier partners themselves. Parents are not only raising children, they are demonstrating what relationships should look like. Imagine the impact if millions of children grew up watching parents solve problems with kindness instead of cruelty. Imagine the future leaders those homes would produce. Imagine the workplaces they would create. Imagine the communities they would build. Strong marriages create strong families. Strong families create responsible citizens. Responsible citizens build stronger nations. Marriage is not merely private. Its influence extends throughout society. If your marriage becomes healthier, your children benefit. Your extended family benefits. your workplace benefits, your community benefits. Never underestimate the ripple effect of a healthy home. So the next time conflict enters your relationship, pause before assuming something is wrong. Ask yourself different questions. What can this disagreement teach us? What need has not been understood? How can we solve this together? How can I protect my spouse's dignity during this conversation? How can this challenge make our relationship stronger? Those questions transform conflict into growth. Remember, iron sharpens iron because there is friction. Diamonds form under pressure. Muscles become stronger after resistance. Gold is refined through fire. Growth often requires discomfort. Marriage is no different. The goal is not to eliminate every disagreement. The goal is to become the kind of couple that knows how to disagree with wisdom, kindness, patience, and love. Your spouse is not your opponent. They are your partner, your ally, your teammate. The two of you are building something much greater than either of you could build alone. Choose curiosity over accusation. Choose listening over winning. Choose understanding over assumptions. Choose partnership over pride. Every conflict handled with love deposits trust into your relationship. Every respectful conversation strengthens your foundation. Every sincere apology deepens intimacy. Every act of forgiveness expands the capacity to love. One day people may look at your marriage and think you never fight, but the truth will be far more beautiful. You learned how to fight for each other instead of against each other. And that is the secret behind marriages that last a lifetime. If this message encouraged you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who is dating, engaged, newly married, or has been married for decades. Your share could help save a relationship, strengthen a family, or inspire a healthier conversation. If you believe strong marriages build strong families, strong communities, and a better world, subscribe to this channel and join our growing community. Every week we explore practical, research-based, and timeless principles that help couples communicate better, raise confident children, and become leaders who leave a positive legacy. Thank you for watching, and remember this one final truth. Every conflict is a crossroads. One path leads to resentment. The other leads to deeper understanding. Choose the path that brings you closer together and watch your marriage become stronger than you ever imagined. Buy a copy of my book, How Not to Divorce, on Amazon.